Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Crama Reels, the channel where we take long live streams, cut through the chaos, and ask the very important question, did that really just happen, or did we all hallucinate it together? Today's episode is a Crama Reels History Lesson featuring clips from a live stream by White Boy Radio, where he spends nearly 2 hours discussing creator Dolly vision, a copyright strike, internet drama, past allegations, and a whole lot of colorful commentary. Now, before anyone starts clutching their pearls, this video is not an attack, it's commentary and analysis. The clips you'll see are presented for discussion, context, and entertainment purposes under fair use. My goal here is simple: take the most important, funniest, and most relevant moments from the stream so viewers can actually understand what happened without sitting through 2 hours of chaos. As always on Crama Reels, we bring the clips, the context, and sometimes a little side-eye. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and let's break down what happened in this live stream, because things escalated quickly. The live stream begins with White Boy explaining what started the entire situation, a copyright strike filed by Dolly Vision over just 12 seconds of footage.
But first and foremost, I posted on my community wall yesterday that Dolly Vision was big mad about my content that I'm doing over here. And I in this post that I made, I said, we're gonna let this thing play out in real time. I counter-striked it. He's got 10 days for legal action, but I have to be honest with you and show you how actually retarded he is. And when you see this, I want you to think about how this guy is going to find the missing children, because he doesn't even understand YouTube. And let's just do that real fast before I get into the comments. We have to get into it. Now, I really wanted to tell you this yesterday, but I was waiting for YouTube to take my counter-strike in, and I know how this goes, so he can't go back and edit anything. Let me tell you how slow Dolly Vision is, and let me break this down. What do you think? I made a 20-minute video, and he copyrighted what? How long do y'all think he copyrighted? Oh, let's have a look-see with receipts, shall we? Oh, we're gonna get into this. And so here's the post that I made yesterday. This would be the what's on my community wall. What's going on? Let me make this a lot bigger for you. Okay, so that was on my wall yesterday. Now, what I didn't get to tell you is this. What we have here? Well, this would be the email from YouTube. So we have removal request by Jimmy. Content found during 15 minutes and 33 seconds to 15 minutes and 45 seconds. Yes, that's right, people. 12 seconds of content is what Dolly Vision struck out of a 20-minute video. Now, I didn't want to put this in the post because he doesn't know what he's doing. And I told you that.
White Boy then argues that the copyright strike doesn't make sense, pointing to Dolly's own YouTube settings that allow viewers to remix portions of his videos.
Here is Dolly's channel. This would be one of his videos. Do you guys see the like button, the share button, the save button, and then the super thanks? What's in between the save and the super thanks? What's that? Yes, that's called a remix button. And what does that do? Well, I went a step further, and I decided to show you like the process of what it looks like when you see this on a YouTuber's videos. Look at this. I could remix that video that he has. I can cut and use a segment of the video. I can collab. I can make a green screen. But so let me just break this down for you. Dolly Vision copyright struck 12 seconds of my video, right? But he doesn't even realize that he has his own settings are on for everybody on YouTube.
According to White Boy, the clip Dolly attempted to remove included a statement where Dolly said he covers true crime for fun.
So you may ask yourself, well, that was dumb. This is not going to go anywhere. But what could have been said in those 12 seconds that he would want off the internet? Well, that, of course, would be this here. I do true crime for fun, and PJ didn't tell me to go home. Now that's a very weird.
After filing a counter notification, White Boy begins discussing what could happen if the dispute actually went to court.
And I'm wishing and hoping that within 10 business days, Dolly Vision will proceed with legal action. And I can go into a whole lot of details of why that will not happen in time. Now, what I need to talk to you about next is this here. Don't know if I'm going to have it here, but not a problem. So there were some comments. Let's hit the chat real fast. We'll call him. Yeah. Now I'm sure Dolly Vision, he'll find the missing kids. Like he doesn't even know how to do a copyright strike. So I've already notified YouTube of how retarded he is. And I'm all for this, but I want you to think about something for 1 second. Let's just pretend, right? And I wish that he does move forward, right? That gives me so much leverage. So first off, there'll be a lot of content I'd be uploading behind the legal process, but it's not going to happen. But it would lead me to do all types of things in a courtroom. If there's who's got two thumbs and not afraid to talk to a judge, this guy. I would drag in Don and Candace Wells. I would make Chris Proudfoot at least give me a stick. I would do a lot of things in open court, showing and telling the judge, explaining to the judge that this is a tragedy pimp. But, I would literally embarrass this guy in front of a judge. But there's so many more reasons why he is not going to move forward.
As the stream continues, White Boy starts reading comments from viewers who share criticisms and past complaints about Dolly Vision.
White Boy. PJ does regular morning rants, bashing and judging every mom in every true crime case that crosses her page. Yet she doesn't even live with or take care of her own daughter. She left her minor child behind for her elderly parents to take care of so she could move in with her man and have more time to judge other mothers. I was unaware of that. Does anyone remember the command center? His subscribers donated for him to get an RV. That never happened. He was supposed to use that to travel, saving on money for hotels. Wow. Hearing him say he does true crime for fun makes me want to punch him right in the face. If it was true crime investigator, detective, cop, etc., I bet he wouldn't be saying that he does it for fun. I can say 99.9 say that any real person that is involved in anything crime related, they don't like it or it's not for fun. I stopped watching him a long time ago, and I will never understand how someone's eyes can be closed off to everything that's so obvious around them. I learned that Beautiful Sunflower, somebody that I follow on Twitter, unsubscribed from him, and she was one of his mods. Ask him about when I fell asleep with his live on and my son started sending him super chats. He thought it was funny and kept encouraging my 9-year-old to keep sending them, and then refused to refund the hundreds of dollars he got. That was years ago. It was live and a lot of people saw it. So I seen that Dolly was live and clicked on it, went to the messages, the comment section, and I said, Dolly, if you hate JLR so bad, why are you sitting there streaming his live from the comfort of your own home? Meanwhile, you are asking your followers for donations to go.
The conversation then moves into rumors and controversies that have circulated within the true crime YouTube community.
In the Sebastian Rogers case, when SF went on Lore Lodge's panels and Dolly cranked up a live to bash SF Investigates, to bash a private investigator, somebody that I'm very good friends with. Should I call him right now? Should I call him? Well, I might call him, because then there's the red dot situation. Now, with that, I don't know really which way to take it, because it's really not Dolly, right? It is his brother, right? And who knows really what happened, and it's not him. The problem is this. The problem is when you have a look-see at it, just a little bit of a look-see, there's an incest claim and there's a grape claim. But the problem is the brother is living in the same residence as the guy collecting money to go find the missing children. So it's kind of weird because, look, it's not him, right? But at the same time, why is he living there? And if it's incest, it's in the family. Where's the avocation for that? Girl or boy?
At this point in the live stream, a guest named Sierra joins the panel to discuss her personal experiences involving Dolly Vision.
Hey!
Hey, what's up, Sierra? How are you?
What's up? What's been going on?
Not much. I've been dealing with Dolly. I've been trying to show some awareness to a lot of these new people who have found out that he is absolutely a grifter and that he's taken their money. But, there's a theme with a lot of women and Dolly / PJ where everybody is a psycho, stalker, everything. What's weird? I noticed that they didn't go that route with Bullhorn Bay, but everybody else, right?
Right, everybody else, yeah.
You had to feel some of that wrath yourself, did you?
Yeah, here recently, PJ has come up on her morning rants and said that, if she gets one more email, and I thought I was doing her a favor because I was like, obviously she knows that me and Dolly have a sexual past. So I sent PJ through her email that Dolly openly gave to the public. I sent my chart so she could see like, there's no crotch island. There's nothing to worry about when it comes to me. And she blows up and then she's like, if I get one more email, I'm going to have to take stalking and harassment charges. And I'm
just saw he thinks about you on live. He can't help but say your name when he's live.
And it's like he went slow for a second. Like he was like,
yes,
not Sierra, Savannah, damn.
All right. You don't have to get, in detail or anything, but for the people who haven't heard it, your past with Dolly, how did you find the guy? How did you guys meet up? And then what happened?
Okay.
However you want to tell it.
Okay. I found him just by scrolling through YouTube, and I was interested in the Tekashi 6ix9ine trial. So he was covering that. And around 2020, he wanted all his followers to add him on Facebook. So of course, by adding him on Facebook, we can talk to him on Messenger.
Right.
So around 2021, we started talking. And then 2022 is when it started getting to where around May 4th, exactly. I met him, he came over, we did the thing.
Okay, wait, hold on. So did he hit on you first, or did you try him first? Before from Facebook Messenger to him at the house, or you guys meeting up?
Well, when I connected with him on Facebook, I did a live stream on Facebook for my birthday, like popping champagne, and he came up on that live stream. So I was like, oh, like, you know who I am? Like, you, what? And then from there, I'm very bold. I'm very like out there. Like I just said, hey, and showed him my tits. Like I'm not.
Hey, truth that's what we need. Appreciate the truth.
I mean, so that got his attention. That got me to the top of the list. I surpassed Avery. I surpassed Mo. I surpassed Gina Diamond. I don't know where the fuck Mr. was.
Yes, I forgot all about this. The history goes.
I surpassed all of them and got his attention, and then he came over May 4th. Yeah.
So you guys did the dirty, and
5 times in one night.
Five times
in one night.
Oh, 5 times in one night. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And it was just that one time you hooked up?
No.
Oh, this was in Virginia or somewhere else? Where you're at?
Virginia. Yeah.
Gotcha. And he never has denied it, but I have seen the sideways. How to explain this? The indirect sideways shots towards you from the PJ, because it's like she knows she doesn't like it, but she can't like when he does that. Oh, Sierra.
She won't bring it up. She won't even address it.
That's why you're here, because your voice does matter. And mods, anybody talking shit about Sierra in the chat, I want timed out or blocked. Hey, it takes balls to come up here and say and admit she doesn't have no shame, people, and that's just what we need. We need truth, right? So I don't want to see any like slick comments about anything like that. None of my guests. But okay, so 5 times one night, you guys link up again.
Mm-hmm.
What happens that time?
Same thing. Well, that time wasn't planned. Like the first time was planned. The second 2 times weren't planned. He just popped up. Like one time he just popped up and I was walking outside on my porch and he was rolling a blunt. And I was just like, hello. And then he was like, oh, hey, what's up?
So when all this happened, you mentioned like I moved past Gina Diamond, I moved past Avery.
Mm-hmm.
After, it's been a while since you've been on my panel. I know that you've talked to Gina, probably Avery as well. Did you guys ever discuss, like, was he talking to all y'all at the same time?
No, well, I didn't know anybody. Like, I'm from the Jimmy Jams days. So There was a lot of dudes in the chat. So I didn't know there were all these women flocking around him. I didn't know until after the first time. And that's when Rock This Girl let me know the real tea. He has a girlfriend. There's all these mods. And I kind of started putting pieces together.
So let me ask you this, because PJ came not too long after you. I don't remember. Well, you were at the top of the list. I've had Gina come on, tell her story. Mm-hmm. I've heard Avery's story. And I also remember, is it Misha, the ex?
Yeah,
I have it on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I also know Misha's story. Mm-hmm. So I've heard all, and of course, everybody's a psycho woman, right? But when did PJ come in? When did she get like wifed up?
Okay, she got wifed up after the heart attack.
So this is like 6 months from your last thing, a year?
No, after the heart attack.
The real heart attack.
Dolly.
He had a real one, and then he had an ankle injury last week, and then a fake heart injury. So the first one, okay, yes.
Yeah, the first real one, he moved her in to help him recover from the heart attack, and she stayed. And that's when it became they came more solid, like more equally yoked, let's say.
So let me ask you this as a woman, right? I know when you hooked up with Dolly, you're single, you don't give a fuck, and you don't have to, right? At the time, I guess he is, right? It's just y'all hooked up. It is what it is. Happens all the time in America, right? Mm-hmm. But if you were to like, would you date a dude like that, right? Would you date a dude like that who you know kind of gets around and like literally we've seen him pork BHB. He's hit on Gina Diamond, right? There is Misha. There's all these. Then there's people who I have never spoke to. There's this woman. What's her name? Papercut Tina. I don't know who that is. I've heard about the lady, but and all these women, right? You know, it'd be hard to say like he was absolutely a straight shooter and being faithful with one woman to the next, right? And my point is like for PJ to wife the dude up, how does she not expect there to be an issue? Because there's a lot of rumors on the YouTube streets about maybe some cheating right now. How do you heard these?
Yeah, you know, well, for the first question, would I date someone knowing that they have been around the block per se, or community dick, right?
Community dick.
Yeah. Here's my theory on it, or my ideology with that. If you are man enough to spread your oats, then you should be man enough to be honest about spreading your oats. Now, if there was an honest player out here in the world, then yeah, I respect it. You know, I'd be like, okay, cool. So we're going to wrap it up from now on. You know, I would be more, you know, okay, cool. We're going to wrap it up and then we can continue with the party. But if you're going to be dishonest and then try to hit it raw, you know, then yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the dishonesty, you know?
Okay. So he was definitely raw dogging it as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I ain't never seen a condom nowhere near that man.
Okay. So So you definitely felt like sideways digs. This email thing happens. Why do you think she calls you psycho? Where is this coming from?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if maybe because we were former friends and she tried to be friendly with me. She tried to befriend me. And when we were friends, she didn't know how to deal with him. She didn't know his mood. She didn't know he was smoking weed at the time. And she didn't understand, like, if a stoner don't have they smoke, they're moody.
Right.
You know, and most stoners are night owls. So I was kind of like coaching her, like, chill, just give him a minute, you know, go get his blunt wraps, go get him some weed, go. Like, I was like giving her advice. And now, I mean, now she doesn't need the advice, you know, because she probably took notes on everything I said.
Are you allowed in that chat, or are you in communication with any of them, or are you some blocked psycho?
Well, they're blocked me in the chat and I blocked him on everything. So that's probably why he's having, you know, Sierra moments, because I blocked him. He can't contact me unless he makes a fake account. Gotcha.
He absolutely is paying attention to this channel. That's definitely clear. And you know, I always have tried to get your truth out, because and I've shouted you out in so many different lives, whether I'm sitting here on my mobile phone, because your truth has to be out. I just appreciate your genuine, real honesty. You're like, fuck it. Yeah, I had sex with the dude. I met him, this and that. You know, that takes balls. And, you know, there's no pushback or anything like that. There's no debunking it. So obviously it happened. And then the jealousy, she's very jealous. And I kind of wanted to open this whole
stream. I kind of want to drop a little bit of tea.
Just go for it. By all means.
Smidgen, just to
give us the whole pot.
Because I'm putting 2 and 2 together as I'm sitting here. And, you know, there was always these rumors. Now, granted, when I was friends with Missa, the ex-girlfriend.
I like Missa.
She's pretty cool. She had me go into Bullhorn Betty's comment section and, you know, write some stuff about, you know, you might want to get yourself checked out and blah, 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 because you're sleeping with all these women. And that made Bullhorn mad. Okay, so fast forward to when he got with PJ, I had posted something on my shorts. It was like someone else's TikTok I reposted. And when I posted it, the lady is like she's like this African lady, and she is talking about pH balance.
Oh.
Yeah. And PJ is like, oh, I really like that short. It was really helpful. Like, I wondered why stuff was off. So I feel like some of the STD rumors, allegedly, hypothetically, maybe, in my humble opinion, is coming from,
you know,
she's reaping the karma of.
It's very interesting, because we just had PHB yelling something about herpes in Tennessee the other day. And so there can be a connection here, right? But the jealousy is extremely weird with that lady. And she's obviously wearing the pants. In my opinion, and I'm going to break all this down with receipts here in a little bit, I think she's using the channel as well, because it goes back. There's videos of her trying to do YouTube. She's not that successful. But yeah, she's trying to wear the pants, and it's just very, it's weird that she's jealous of the subs, you know? And you know, for me to really tell this story is to tell yours, because for any OGs that know Sierra, have heard this story before, know any of the women that we've said, there's animosity. It's a running joke on YouTube, you know, where an inside joke, and you know, we keep it going, but there is real animosity. There's real bitterness, and you know, to a lot of these women. I can only get Sierra to come on, but it's also to a point.
White boy, I'm willing to scrap with PJ. Like, if she just wants to have a good old fashioned, you know, in the yard scrap, you know, let's get it done. Let's get it over with.
An event.
You know?
An event.
Yeah. Maybe we need to host like a white boy radio fight or something. You know.
I'm down. This is a good. We could do this for donations for, you know, a missing children foundation. I
Yeah.
would be willing to also, if you saw the parody where I did a Hobbit crawl,
Yeah.
where I did a Hobbit crawl where I'm walking on my knees. Now I would be willing for, this is all, this is all in good faith donations. I would be willing to scrap Dolly, and I can't get out of Hobbit crawl mode. And matter of fact, the winner takes channel, loser deletes, and
Right.
we can raise money for Missing Children Foundation here, people. This is great. We're going somewhere with it. We got a main event, men's and women's.
Yeah.
We could do it.
Bigger than Jake Paul fight.
All right. Any other tea or anything you want to tell?
I'll say this. My last encounter with Dolly Vision sexually was July of 2025.
Okay. Wait, you're saying that for a reason.
Yeah.
You're saying that for a reason. You lost me. I think that you're going somewhere like date-wise. It's close to, I don't know when they hooked up or anything like that. Is that where we're going with that?
Yeah, July 2025 is the last I hooked up with
Gotcha.
Dolly Vision. Yeah.
And you wait a minute. That's saying a lot because you went to the first of the list. Gina has came on. You had Betty. You had Avery. I don't know anything about Paper Cut Tina. And there's a lot of other people who, there is as well. But that's some interesting information. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and he better stay in the gym because he needs to work on his stamina.
Hey, I want you to drop your link below, all right? Y'all sum up to Sarah, man. She's a real one. She always is blunt, cool. She's funny, good people. I really appreciate you sharing this.
No problem.
It helps. Y'all, mods, grab her link and share it for her as well when she drops it. Thank you, Sarah, for coming up.
Okay, bye.
Later in the stream, White Boy presents what he believes is an example of hypocrisy involving copyright and live streaming other creators' content.
I'm going to leave the stream running, and I have it on my phone. I'm getting ready to run to the gym for the next, let's see, I'll be done.
This is somebody who literally just copyright. This guy just did a copyright on me. Here's him streaming JLR Investigates, telling the subscribers, well, I'm just going to go to the gym and leave it streaming. You can't make it up.
The discussion then shifts to past incidents involving Dolly while covering cases in person.
This is what the guy does when he goes out there, right? Now, this is comical too. Two things I want to show you right here. So here's him getting arrested on another time he grifted for the from his subscribers, right? He literally gets arrested on this video. And then there's this article, which is very comical as well, because last night, let me do that first. Can you guys see this? Why is this crap here? Get out of here. Okay, so this article, this is the article. This is a clip too. It says his home not convenient. So this is, I mean, people, what else is there to say with that headline, right? I'll drop this in the chat as well. Hold on, let me actually do it. I keep saying that, but I'm not doing it. Here's the video from Inside Edition. Okay, there's that. Here is the article. And this freaking video would load. We have him getting arrested for more receipts. Come on, internet, y'all, you gotta do better than this today. Oh, here it is. Okay, here it is.
After nearly 2 hours of discussion, White Boy closes the stream by summarizing his criticisms and hinting that more videos may follow.
And he knows it did, right? It's amazing. Him and PJ are live right now. Amazing. We're 800 strong. I think because there's 800 strong in here. I think because he did a copyright strike on me. I think because I did not even tell the full story tonight. I think we're going to do a little series. I'm going to go full Candace Owens, right? Like what she's doing to Erica Kirk. I'm not saying that I agree with what Candace Owens is doing, but I'm going to go full Candace Owens on Dolly and PJ because I don't like the fake lawsuit stuff. And it's just not going to happen. So, maybe tomorrow we'll do another expose round 2 or, and I think I'll bring a guest every round. I will bring a guest. And that's just what we're going to have to do. Yeah. Because there's a lot of things I have not even peeled the onion back on. I may have said them in the beginning, but we haven't got there. So guys, I'm keeping this 2 hours and below. Make sure, I think YouTubers shouldn't trash one another. Well, nobody's trashing anybody. This is called awareness. You know, I think YouTubers shouldn't fake strike each other. How do you feel about that? He does avoid me and Benny. That's okay. Maybe I'll have Benny come on next live. Should I call Benny? Yeah. It's about time someone called him out. I will bring you another show. I will put together. Thank you. I enjoyed tonight. Hey, it's all awareness. It's all awareness. This guy is in this community, and in my opinion, he's in it for the wrong reasons. I mean, just look what happens when he goes to cover cases. Who argues? Never in my right mind would I argue with an old lady. I don't even live in that state. I'm a guest in that neighborhood. What would I look like arguing a woman over a parking spot where she lives there? What an asshole, to the point where police had to get called. Like that's a straight coward move. And that's the stuff that Dolly's about. He'll go in on Queen Bee. He'll go in on Savage. He'll go in on a old lady. He'll go in and even hit the lady at Quentin Simons. But like Rhonda said, he's afraid of a man like myself or Benny Keys. And that should tell you a lot about Dolly Vision. But round 2, expose, will be coming up shortly. I'm going to jump off this thing, guys. Much love. I promise to bring a guest next time. And as always, receipts. Do me a favor, share this.
And that wraps up today's Crama Reels breakdown. As always, the goal here is to show the clips, provide context, and let viewers decide what they think about the situation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.